Welcome back. Another episode of the Weekend High Podcast with your man KZL, your man Swag, back at you again. Doing good. Another week in the news. We're gonna cover things in the news, things that's going on, things that's important to people of our age range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but before we get into that, I'm gonna take a brief moment of silence for one of my cousin, well, actually my mother's first cousin passed away, Latrice Ford. So just want to wish her and the family condolences. It's definitely
Awesome praise.
it was a hard hit to the family because we weren't expecting it. Oh yeah, definitely, and definitely want to send thoughts and wishes to my cousins, her kids. Um, Send a special shout out to them. So, like I said, brief moment of silence. We hit it off right now. All right. All right, y'all. That's part of life. But it's definitely hard me being somebody who lost, a parent tragically. So I know how that is. I know, kind of I have an idea of how they may be feeling. So like I said, just want to offer my condolences, my support, and send my love to y'all. But on to other things. We're gonna keep it in the news. To Swag, how was your week? Everything good with you, my brother?
Man, the holiday was good, man. The week was great. I got a lot of good rest yesterday. Just supporting Tariq Nasheed's newest project, microphone check, and also
Oh
keeping the
yeah,
hope alive
yeah,
for my Steelers.
yeah, yeah.
hey, this Sunday
Yeah,
might
shout out
might
to
be
Tariq.
a payoff game.
Yeah, shout out to brother Tariq. Microphone check, big film documentary that's coming out. Not out yet. I got my shirt, but I messed around, ordered the wrong color, y'all. I ordered sassy blue instead of grown men blue. I'm
Oh.
playing. No, no, I'm gonna bust this shirt. I was thinking about busting my shirt in. I said, well, maybe I should wait till the movie came out. But you know what? We can bust them when the movie come out or not. I just had this on already, my Lakers hoodie representing.
Representing.
So I said, hell with it. But yeah, I messed around and ordered the wrong blue. But I'm still bust. I got Charlotte Hornets blue, sassy blue,
Hell yeah, Hugo Blue.
uh, Miami blue, and so I was looking for Gary blue. You know what I'm saying? Gary, Indiana.
With that
I was looking
navy
for
covered
Gary blue,
crease
but
blue.
I hit the wrong button. It happens. But shout out to my brother, our brother. Shout out to our brother, Tariq Nasheed, especially what he's doing right now. And definitely lend your support to the Hidden History Museum. If you haven't already done so, go to his website, hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and make a monthly contribution. However much, maybe $5 a month, so keep this thing going. Because we don't have a lot of things in our community that we own. So it's definitely good to support that brother and what he's doing. So shout out to brother Tariq there. But moving right on along, man. Weekend High Podcast. You here with your guys, KZLK and Big Swag in here doing our thing, giving you our version of the news, or actually just reporting news the way we see it. Shit, however you want to take it. Uh, however you want to take it, man. First thing in the news, man. Um, I want to do is I want to talk about. You know what? We got a lot of articles because we've been on kind of a little hiatus with the holidays ago, but since it's football season, man, shout out to my Colts, man. Man, did you hear about this story in the news with the enemy? For me, at least, in my division, the enemy, the Tennessee
Say
Titans,
that.
Tannehill, Tennessee Titans NFL quarterback Ryan Tannehill, the op. Hell yeah! If you like football, if you don't, I understand why on the grassroots side of the game. I do have my vices, y'all. So don't talk about me bad. Oh, you watching football? Yeah, yeah. You know, I do have my vices, and plus, I was watching Prime and everything. Been watching Prime and everything. So, I do have a love for sports. Kind of it's not to the point where I'm a sports junkie, where it's a sports, but I do have a love for it, a fondness for it. I do enjoy watching. Um, see who the strongest, who the biggest, who the baddest. You know what I'm saying? So, but this story, Tennessee Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Now, remember when Tennessee, if you see the quarterback next to him, that's Malik Willis. This is a quarterback they drafted last year. And when they drafted this dude, this brother, see, I know y'all can see the brother there with sitting next to him. When they drafted this brother swag, Ryan Tannehill was saying, "It ain't my job to mentor him. It ain't my job to help him along. It ain't none of my job." And, people, the media would support him. Well, yeah, technically that's not his job. A quarterback that grooms you, that's just, they doing that out of kindness of their heart or whatever like that. And
just
so
like,
a lot of people
Brett Favre
supporting him.
Rodgers,
but the thing is,
I was still gonna say Smith and Mahomes.
Right. Most of the time, your quarterback coming to the league, if you got a good quarterback ahead of you, or even if he ain't that good, he's a veteran. You're gonna listen to him. You're gonna listen to the veteran because you ain't never done it before. Even if you can do it better, you still gonna get some tips and pointers, and he might help you along as far as the playbook. What does certain signals or calls mean? And things like that. Now me and Swag also, we sports dads, so our kids play sports that, we're playing. His kids are still
we both play sports in high school.
Another love for the game. But back to this. But I played sports in high school too, played football in high school. But hey, let me get my Al Bundy on, poke high game on the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was cold back in the day, 96, boy. You couldn't fuck with me. I was like Ricky and Boys in the Hood, god damn it. I was that was me. I was cold with it. I was cold now. But the thing is that Tannehill, the Tennessee Titans basically drafted another quarterback this past year, Will Levis, who's a white dude, and I guess basically Tannehill saying if you're black, he don't mention you. If you're white, he does. The article says Ryan Tannehill's support of young Titans quarterback depends on if they're white. I'm reading this from Deadspin. Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis. In 2022, he wanted nothing to do with the new guy in town, Malik Willis. He's black. In 2023, Tannehill went out his way to make sure people knew that he supports the newer guy in town, Will Levis. He's white. Right. He said this about Willis. "I don't think it's my job to mentor," he said last year. "But if he learns from me along the way, that's a great thing." At the time, Tannehill was 33, and the 22-year-old Willis had been taken by the Titans in the third round, 86 overall pick, 2022 NFL draft. As you can see, Tannehill didn't like it. It was like the plot of they're saying it's like the plot of the cult classic, Any Given Sunday. Kids breathing down my neck. That's from the movie. But when Will Levis got in town, he kind of changed it up. He said, he's a real leader. He want to handle the situation with class. He's a fun. It's a fun situation. He's basically. Let me get to the part they try to put a little fluff in there, because they don't really. So yeah, he was saying he's showing that he has more support in the quarterback room with Will Levis than he did Malik Willis, and it's just evident. So they just pointing that out, So okay, so last year you like, well, shit, it ain't my job to mentor. Then y'all draft a quarterback who looked like you. Oh man, I'm gonna show him a little support and help him along the way. Help him get acclimated to the playbook. You know what I'm saying, right? So, it just goes to show you that even, like I say, even in sports, even basically all realms, you're always going to have some type of it's real. There's white supremacy in every damn thing. So he got on code for his boy, his kinfolk. He like, well, Will Levis come? Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that swag?
It's a crying shame, man. But I guess uh, he gets to choose who he's going to support, who he's going to lose his job to. I guess. But yeah, it's a never-ending song. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And the writer said this in the article. Ryan Tannehill knew what he was doing when he threw his support behind Will Levis and not Blake Willis. And while Levis may be the better option, what does it say when black quarterbacks can't even get supported in their own QB room? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he knew what he was doing. So just another thing to look at. Uh, Another aspect to look at, especially from people who have kids in sports, don't think that everybody's happy you there. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
think that the society, it'll cause you get so many people say, "Oh, racism, you spread racism in sports." I mean, it's not, they tell you the league's 95%, or was it 85% black? I
Oh
say
yeah,
shit, that
and
don't mean
I
nothing. That don't
wrestled in
mean a
high
damn.
school. I wrestled in high school, and I got caught a couple nicknames along the way.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like you said, just be aware it still rears its ugly head in sports. And we want to be cognizant of that. I actually thought this before even the story came out, because I thought about that, because I remember last year when he was talking shit like, "Oh man, I don't want to help him along," and see, I'm thinking, I'm like, the
He
other
tried to preserve
one
his
side of
own
me
job.
thinking race got something to do with it. The other side was like, "Oh well." Right, right. The other side was he don't want to trade it. He don't want to train his replacement. So,
Yeah,
but when Will Levis gets drafted, then he changes whole tone.
yeah, he got awfully honorable, didn't
And it's
he?
like, let me take him up under my wing. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Let me. Right, right. Let us know with your thoughts and comments below. We definitely appreciate your thoughts and comments. Moving right along. Other articles and news and things going on. Man, let me go to this. I don't know if you've seen this. There was we was talking about symbolic gestures a time ago on one of our episodes, and this
Mhm.
was a big symbolic gesture that just happened not too long ago. Familiar? Hopefully, you are familiar with the Buffalo Soldiers. They recently
Oh yeah, the bivouacs.
Buffalo Soldiers recently basically they got uh yeah, man, they got a little symbolic gesture way after the fact. Um, Here we are. Yeah, he's this brother here is representing, for his ancestors, and because I don't believe any of the original Buffalo Soldiers are still living, but forgive me if they are. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me if they are. God bless them if they are. But what happened was, I apologize, y'all. Let me get my article. Okay, Joe Biden, your boy. And I'm just playing. Not nobody's boy. Now Biden loses. Um, uh-oh. Now this is to show you the Biden administration. The article got taken down. Looks like one of the articles got taken down about the well anyway, the Buffalo Soldiers, y'all. They were honored recently, and I just wanted to bring that up as just another uh symbolic gesture with no monetary or no kind of meaning, just doing something just to be doing it kind
Yeah,
of thing. Like, out of their families didn't, I don't think their family got anything out of it. Oh well, they got a medal of honor. So they got medals of honor after they were um kind of denounced from the military. So Congress authorized the first medal of honor. Uh-oh. I don't know why. I apologize. I don't know why nothing. I'm having a hard time. Technical difficulties over here. Bear with me one moment. Technical
no, but
difficulties. But let's while I'm getting this up, y'all. So basically, uh-huh.
Oh, I was gonna say
Go
the
ahead,
Buffalo
Swag.
Soldiers. Yeah, was the black the first black unit that fought, but they fought on the Confederate side, didn't they?
Who?
Buffalo Soldiers.
No, they fought on the Union side. They weren't on the Union. They were on the no blacks fought on the Confederate side because they wouldn't let us have guns. Remember?
Yeah, duh. Yeah, I got that backwards.
That's why the Confederacy lost because they didn't want to let us they didn't
Yeah,
want to let
but
us hold no gun.
yeah,
I'm
but it
saying,
wasn't the
bro,
Buffalo
remember life?
Soldiers
He said, I don't think you should give me that gun.
that.
Yeah, uh, yeah, they got basically um they got awarded. They served playing wars through the Korean War. The 30 Buffalo Soldiers were honored the Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor is the nation's highest for bravery. So they got that from the Spanish American War recently. But I wish I had my original article. I guess whoever had the article, they took it down. Because it really had a little more insight into what I was going to talk about. But
Meanwhile, in the
yeah,
news, I just
but the
said
thing
the
is that
dumbest thing I ever
this,
said.
well, what made it so thick? What was that?
I said, meanwhile, in the news, I said the dumbest thing I
Hello?
ever said out loud.
Oh no, 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 no! You all good, man. No, they wouldn't see. Yeah, the Buffalo Soldiers. Uh, Here we go. A
I
century
knew that.
later, the army overturns convictions of 110 black soldiers. So that's what I wanted to get into. The convictions arose out of Houston riots of August 23, 1917, the outbreak of violence that followed months of racist taunts against black soldiers. The army on Monday set aside the court martial convictions from a century ago of 110 African American, well, 110 black soldiers, including 19 who were executed, saying they were denied fair trials in a landmark acknowledgement of official racism in America. The Army Board for Correction and Military Records overturned the convictions, restoring their service records as having concluded honorably, making their descendants eligible for military benefits. So, okay, so the descendants will get some type of military benefits. After a thorough review, the board found that these soldiers were wrongly treated because of their race and were not given fair trials by setting aside their convictions and granting honorable discharges. So it says the reversal comes after a right-wing politician parents banning books dealing with race and slavery in schools. Huh. The Army convictions arose out of the Houston riots, of August 23rd, 1917. It said an outbreak of violence that followed months of racist taunts against black soldiers. Now, they were also known as the Buffalo Soldiers. The black soldiers from the 3rd Battalion, 24 Infantry, known as the Buffalo Soldiers, a name of Native American origin that was given to black regiments in the Army dating to the 19th century. Okay, so basically, what happened was after the war, I believe what happened was after the war, you know how they was like they said they racist attacks. So even though these soldiers were Union soldiers, they was getting taxed. They was black.
Yeah.
So what they did was fight back. So
Mhm.
they killed some civilians, I believe. They killed some armed men and some civilians trying to attack them. So in those days, of course, we couldn't kill nobody who didn't look like us.
Yeah.
And so they, got honorably discharged. But the thing is, the reason they was attacking and fighting was because I believe in a lot of cases, the townspeople, whoever was trying to come at them. You get what I'm saying? Like whoever, the old Southerners, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't give a damn if y'all
Yeah.
soldiers or y'all want or not. It's on
The
and
heart
popping.
of Dixie.
So, and they was like, well, shit, it's on and popping too. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just in the war. Exactly. So now their convictions got overturned, because they, like I said, they were on this honor their ancestors are going to get benefits now. Um, that they get those military benefits, and as they should get back retroactive. I hope they get retroactive pay for all those years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think about that? You think they go give them retro pay on that swag?
Oh
Oh, you
man, they
think?
just trying to get
Yeah.
to they
Hopefully
hey,
they
they
give
trying
it
to
to
get
them.
that vote back. They trying to get that vote back. That's what's happening. He's like, yeah, we could probably conjure up a few votes.
Right. Now, for historical records and just for receipts, the black soldiers, they were guarding a military property when they were subjected to racist slurs and physical attacks. The army said about 100 fellow black soldiers came to their aid and marched into the city, where ensuing violence killed 19 people. See, I knew that it was something behind that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they had to protect themselves against lynch mobs, basically.
Yeah.
You know. Um, so
And it's either kill or be killed when it's up to
they had to
that.
hold it down, and let them have it, Yeah. That would actually be a great movie. I would like to see something like, a historical movie about that, of them holding it down,
Yeah.
holding that military property down. You know what I'm saying? 100 brothers against the whole town. You know,
Yeah, where it's told from the
so
right point of view, that'd be long. That'd be awesome.
and no, I was gonna say them lynch mobs. They were good back then. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I might have to write that. Now I'm playing.
Yeah,
Um,
there you go.
keeping it moving though, man. So we're gonna give shout out to the ancestors. Shout out to the Buffalo Soldiers, and like I said, I hope their families do get those benefits. Now they're saying in the article that they're going to get military benefits. It doesn't say retro pay, so I hope they get retro pay. They deserve retro pay for their ancestors and what they went through.
And they talk about
You know what I'm
health
saying?
insurance and stuff like that. They ain't giving no
GI
bread
Bill,
up.
all.
Yeah, they probably talking
Well,
about
they saying military benefits, so I'm guessing whatever military benefits, you know,
like the pension to carry on. That'd be awesome. I don't think it's gonna be like that though.
you gotta, yeah, it's a little bit of delay here. Let me see. Let me Commissioner Rose out of there. So yeah, definitely. Let us know your thoughts and comments about them giving. Now, like I said, I took it as a symbolic gesture until they said benefits for their ancestors. So let us know your thoughts and comments. Do you think they're actually going to give them real bread, real military benefits? If you're somebody who receives military benefits now, what are the military benefits you get? And you don't have to give us, your information, but like you could say a roundabout estimate amount, or if it's something feasible, if it's something tangible, if it's something like, oh man, we don't be getting them but like $100 a month, something like that. But I'm thinking the benefit would be in this market, since housing is hard, they get those, housing VA loan, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If
Yeah.
which definitely would.
Yeah, my dad's a
So
veteran, and we did get a break
moving
on
right
our
along.
house.
There you go. Moving right along. Your man in entertainment, your man Diddy, man, been in the news, man. He been going through it. Um, he been going through it. I don't know if we covered that last episode, but
No, we did. It
yeah,
was
man,
still
dude is
brand
going
new. We
through it.
wanted to wait until some flex
Ever since Keefe D got locked up.
came.
Yeah,
DVD.
Keefe D didn't got locked up. Remember I think we did the episode when Diddy cashed out Cassie, settled. We talked about the settlement. Now they got another woman who's come out and said Aaron Hall and Diddy did something to him when she was underage in a room. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go into all the details, y'all. This ain't a kids show, but damn, I don't want to, especially on that side of the game. But uh, some basically some things, something strange happened for some change with Aaron Hall, or against somebody will, as the 17-year-old was saying. So man, it ain't looking like it's a good year for Diddy. I think I don't know if I see jail time in the future, a lot of settlements, jail time. Who knows? But what's your thoughts on all these people, coming out the woodwork? That seems to be the thing now. Like a lot of people from like the 80s and 90s that were doing things. I guess it was a wild and out era. We lived through it.
Well, hey,
So
man,
now
I'm gonna
that's
be
coming home
honest,
to
man.
roost and people suing.
Yeah, yeah, because honestly, because I've been hearing from the beginning of when they started the cancel culture and the Me Too movement. I heard in some back channels that when they finally get around hip hop, it was gonna be some chickens coming home to roost. And I think that time is now. So this ain't the end of it, I'm thinking.
Yeah, a lot of people been getting hit with lawsuits lately. A lot of the '90s rappers, and and a lot of people giving up information. A lot of the '90s rappers' bodyguards is on TV giving up all the
Yeah.
info. Um, and old rappers. But see, the thing is this, what's crazy though, is like everybody coming out now with everything. It seemed like people didn't really have the if excuse my language, the testicles to do it back then at the time it was going on. You get what I'm saying? So like you got a lot of the bodyguards, and I'm not knocking the bodyguards saying what they say. I'm not knocking nobody saying what they say. I'm just looking at it like this. If y'all knew all this was going on, then why did y'all wait so long to come out with everything? Like, why didn't you have the testicles for the men? For the men, why didn't you have the balls to come out and say what was going on back then? Now, the women, I could probably more so understand if you've been, what I'm saying, sexually assaulted or some shit. You probably not gonna, be right. Just say, hey, it wasn't that, and then too, it wasn't that kind of society back then, like where you could. There wasn't a lot of outlets, I should say. Not that the society was like cool with motherfuckers getting, assaulted and shit. But I think it was more so there wasn't a, a one-on-one outlet. Like you can't just get on your phone and say, "Hey, everybody, such and such did this to me." So, but what are your thoughts? Do you think the people that's coming out now, like you got Mace making diss records and Diddy, and you got everything out, everybody coming out saying, "Hey, man, I seen this or I seen that." So, what's your thoughts on it? Um,
Yeah, I honestly feel like, I kind of get it. I really wasn't in that lifestyle like that, but it sometimes it takes 20 or 30 years apparently for people to realize that they was mistreated and they was more like in the way of maybe this is the way things are just in the game, like on a level of authority. But you know women can wake up and say, you know what, that wasn't right. And I guess niggas, I mean, guys can too. And I think that's what it boils down to. Plus, a person, when they realize they were mistreated, that's when the fangs come out.
yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of this seems like I don't know, man. People like it's just it seems like just coming out of everywhere. Now I'm not gonna say some of these stories don't sound believable because a lot of them sound hella believable. You got
Yeah.
stories coming out about Will Smith. You got stories coming out about a lot of these actors, and about things they was doing back in the day or whatever like that. So I don't know, man. My thoughts on it is just that shit. If you was doing if you was doing the most back in the '90s, you probably need to get a lawyer, lawyer up.
Get
You
lawyered
probably need to put that put that deposit down.
up. Get that retainer going.
You know what I'm
Nah, but hey, but
saying?
it's kind of messed up to me.
Yeah, get the retainer.
Kind of unfair how when women come clean on something, everybody feels sorry and believes anything they say at face value. But then when the guy says it, like some of these bodyguards, they don't have any honor. You know what I mean? You ever thought about that?
Yeah. Oh, well, they look at them like, oh, that's bad. You shouldn't be, you pillow talker.
Yeah,
You a real
man.
pillow
Yeah, yeah.
talker.
You was part of the game. You was
But
part of the
yeah,
industry.
yeah. I mean, to a certain degree, I feel that because it's like, I mean, not that you can't talk about it, but I just don't think maybe you should probably something you should keep in limited circles, not something you could, like if you was the bodyguard and all this shit was going down and you didn't say nothing back then, I don't think you should probably get on social media with it. Like if you telling like your friends or people that's close to you, that's cool. But if you getting on, so because it'll be like this, okay? It's like you waited this long. Why ain't you do it back then? Like, why didn't you go say something? Look, like, hey, what day they say on Friday? Hey, why y'all didn't do nothing when she was fucking my car? You know what I'm
I know.
saying? Y'all wait, y'all tell me after the fact. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Saying
but
something
but
after the fact.
I guess I can wrap my head around it.
It's easy to say that in hindsight.
Yeah, but see, in this age of the power on that we
Well, it's
on.
to me, it's like, what's your agenda? Now I'm saying it's
Yeah,
like, what's your objective? What's your objective with saying it now? Because it seemed like you clout chasing.
no, but really, it's all about trying to get a settlement. Probably because when you get like 50 or 60 years old and your teeth going bad and you ain't got no dentist money, stuff starts to make more sense.
You like, bump it. Let me go ahead and get a bag. Let me get something out of it because
Yeah,
I ain't got.
and
Let me
it's
go
not
ahead and
about
get
seeing them
something out
behind
the
bars. It's
game.
about getting a settlement. Yeah, yeah. It's got to be it. That has
Yeah,
to be it,
man.
man.
I mean, well, that's it's just they just to me, you just falling in line with the rest of society. That's the society we live in now. It's just who can get who in transactional wise. How can I get a come up on you transactional wise? What do I have on you, or what can I speak about? You know, because like I said, look, I worked I was interning and worked behind the scenes at LaFace Records back in the 90s. And I ain't got nothing to tell y'all. Whatever I see, whatever I seen. And I ain't really got nothing to say, to put out there. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me put something out there because the thing about it is, I don't know. I just wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't feel right just saying, "Hey, man, I seen this or I seen that." And really, I really did. It wasn't too much that I did see. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of things because I was around the inner
Hey,
working. So I
you was
heard it
working with
was,
the foresight.
I heard,
Hell yeah, Mildred asked you to get her
yeah,
some
man.
coffee. He said, check. 30 years later.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's it's like I'm just saying, it's like now everybody pretty much just turn whatever they did into like try to turn it to monetize it. Like I could come on here and monetize and make up some stories, make up some LaFace stories, or embellish some LaFace stories, I should say, and try to get a bag. But that ain't how I'm wired, y'all. That ain't really how I'm wired. So, I'm gonna keep it close to the vest and keep it close. Tell people who
Yeah.
I, know, like, hey man, I heard this. But no, man, I don't know, man. I mean, it just depends on you, man. If you maybe I just don't have the balls or the testicles to throw it all out there like that, because
But
I live by a different code, man. I ain't gonna put that out.
yeah, see, when we was in school and in that age, we was doing what they call building life skills so we could support ourselves. Where a lot of these cats who was out there just the muscle ain't take no time to learn no real trade, and now they getting old, they can't be the muscle more.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. That's a good angle. I can't be the muscle no more for nobody. The industry's changed too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I can't be the muscle no more. I gotta go sit down, man. I'm about to write a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to write a book of my
yep,
experiences
that's it.
when
That's
I was
it. That part.
working for such. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no, y'all don't worry. It won't be a tell all of Facebook coming out. You know what I'm saying for me. I enjoy. Actually, I actually no for real. Actually, I enjoyed
say your debut book called Between
my
the
times
Sheets.
there. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy what I learned. Right. Nah, man. No, I enjoyed it was a learning experience, you know what I'm saying? It was a good learning experience, especially to see the inner workings of the music industry. And a lot of like you said, a lot of life skills I got, a lot of skills, technical skills I still use today. Because it was on the technical side of the game when I was there. So worked in the pre-production area. So, I like to I got to see, like I said, got to see some things, got to see some really cool things, man. But moving right along, man. Leave your thoughts and comments below. What do y'all think about all these people, all the chickens coming home to roost, so to speak? Do y'all think Diddy go ahead and do that time in jail? Because remember, he kept getting pushed time. He should have went to jail. Some people say he should have went to jail when the whole Shine incident happened. So leave your comments and thoughts below. Or you think that he go get out of this one scot free? You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
So
I think
leave your thoughts and
J.O. ate
comments
some
below.
charges
Moving right
for him
along.
too, didn't she? Allegedly.
I don't know. Possibly. Who knows? Possibly. I don't think so. No, she wasn't doing that because that's when she stopped messing with him. You know. Um, she
Yeah,
wasn't trying to take no charges for that man. So I think that
she had to separate
after that
herself.
incident, it was kind of like it was a wrap for them. Yep, she sure did. She did the separation thing. Um, going with that. But moving right along, man. Hey, there's Denzel is in the media. Denzel Washington is in media recently. He's signed on to play Hannibal. And the movie is already getting backlash. I don't even think it's been made yet. It's getting backlash because people are upset that he's playing Hannibal. Basically, some people seem to think that Hannibal wasn't black. They what other? I mean, he was. You definitely know he's a brother. He was riding elephants and shit. You know what I'm saying over there. But yeah, a lot of people saying that Denzel Washington. It says that Denzel Washington's casting as Hannibal in Netflix film sparks race role in Tunisia. So it's sparking a controversy. I'm sorry, in Tunisia, over in the motherland. There, let's see. So the Antoine Fuqua film sparking controversy. It says Denzel Washington being cast in Antoine Fuqua's Netflix movie as ancient Carthaginian general Hannibal is sparking controversy in Tunisia, the home country of the great military commander. According to a French newspaper, there are complaints about depicting the Carthaginian general as a black African being made in the media in the Tunisian parliament. Member of the parliament Yassine Mami was pointing out that Hannibal, who was born in 247 BC in Carthage, now known as Tunis, the Tunisian capital, was one of the West Asian West Semitic origin. There's a risk of falsified history. So now they're trying to say that Hannibal, uh, I guess I don't know. They try to say he's a white dude. Hannibal is a historical figure. We're all proud that he was Tunisian. Now, if you ever seen pictures of Hannibal, yeah, Night in Tunisia, yeah, Bill Cosby. Yeah. Now, have you ever seen pictures of Hannibal? Most of the damn pictures of Hannibal, he definitely looks like a black man. And see, this is the thing. A lot of these countries like Tunisia and Egypt, they're over they're ran by a lot of Arabs now. You get what I'm saying? So they thinking like today, like a lot of them, like even Egyptians. Remember the Egyptians was getting mad because remember Jada Pinkett had the whole Cleopatra on Netflix and she was black and they were like, oh, that's not Cleopatra, she was Arab. And if you know or do research, Cleopatra definitely couldn't have been Arab because the word Arab actually translates to nomad. So if you're a nomad, basically it was black. Rome kicked ancient Kemet, all the brothers and sisters out of Egypt. That's when the nomads or the Arabs came in and occupied a land that was desolate because they, pushed us out, pushed the black folks out. You know what I'm saying? Just to break it down simple for you.
Yeah.
So and now when you talk about Egypt and stuff, so Egyptians think, oh, there's no black Egypts. Okay, there's a reason they knock off all the noses of the the statues in Egypt.
Yeah,
There's a
Sphinx
reason,
is
you know what I'm saying? I mean, right. And two, Hannibal definitely a African man. Even if you go back to the old ancient paintings, he's depicted as a black dude. I mean, like, show me, where you seeing a French white dude on an elephant's back riding through some mountains. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going.
His brother in the Congo, please.
I mean, so they basically they're mad because they object that depicting Hannibal as a black African is according to Tunisian many of them as a historical error. So they're just saying that. So they say in their head, Hannibal, was not black. Just like they said, Queen Cleopatra wasn't black. Now, mind you, that these places are in Africa.
Yeah,
or
the Queen of
Egypt,
Sheba.
You know what I'm saying?
Born on the African continent.
So, I mean, it's just, I mean, they trying to, as somebody put it, I've heard somebody put it like this before, rewrite history. Not rewrite, right? Rewrite history. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, how all these places of immense heat, I'm talking about heat. You're not going to find no pale skinned person. I'm telling you, you're not going to find no pale skinned person. It's like, okay, so just like we were talking off camera before, talking about just like over here in America, they say, well, if you talk to most white folks, they say, well, my people didn't own slaves. Okay, I'm dead serious. Every person I know, I've never met one white person yet to say, yeah, my family owned slaves. Everybody, my family didn't own slaves. Okay, so if nobody owned slaves, so this is just all made to fuck up. So all the slave master ancestors, they just died to fuck off. Right. Just like when you ask, well, I'm Native American. I'm part Native American. No, you're not. You're part of the Dawes Rolls. You're a $5 Indian. So if that's the case, then where all the Indians go then? So y'all just think we didn't do anything. It just all this shit just happening and we didn't do shit. We don't know what y'all talk about. That's just the kind of thing that makes me think like
he said,
I mean,
for real. They worked their own cotton fields looking like microwave hot dogs and shit.
I mean, somebody committed the damn crime. I mean, just like this, just like if Cleopatra wasn't if nobody was black in ancient fucking Egypt in the middle of fucking Africa, but you telling me ain't nobody black, everybody, no, you guys weren't there, no, nobody's there, so we just wasn't there. Now think about this. They say civilization began in sub-Saharan Africa. So you telling me some civilization began there and flourished, but it just didn't go to the northern part of Africa. It stopped there. It stopped at the northern part of Africa. It stopped at Tunisia. It said, no, it's not. I'm not going there. I mean, come on, man. Like a lot of times, I just think people don't like the fact that things began with the people who look like us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't deal with that fact. They don't want to deal with that fact. They can't believe in that fact, so they just try to make up and, like I say, rewrite history, as they say. Because all of a sudden Hannibal wasn't black. Okay. And they were saying Mansa Musa wasn't black either. Wasn't African.
Hannibal Lecter, somebody.
Right. Just like, they just like what, they were coming out with the Michael Jackson film with the white guy playing Michael Jackson. So we just gonna rewrite shit. Michael Jackson wasn't black.
Ooh, there's so many
He was
jokes.
never black. You know what I'm saying? But for real, didn't you hear about that? They was coming out with the a Michael Jackson film. There was a white guy that was going to play Michael Jackson. I'm just saying, we just gonna rewrite the shit. Yeah, rewrite the shit.
Yeah, Quagmire.
Yeah. Another incident happened in the news, guys. Man, this came out in Alabama. Little brother out there was got tased by this suspected white supremacist officer or race soldier. And she tased the brother. As you see, he got his hand behind his back. He's handcuffed and he's getting tased still. She was calling him all kind of bitch ass motherfuckers and all kind of stuff. And what happened was he was on the side of the road, I guess, changing him and some other people, him and his people that was in the car was changing the tire. She pulled up on them, circled back, pulled up on them, allegedly, and got to roughing him up, asking for ID and all this kind of stuff. Let me see your ID. Now, mind you, a lot of people are saying that that's illegal because it wasn't a traffic stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just on the side of a road in front of a house. I think he was in a residential area, actually, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. He may have been in a residential area. So it could have been like if you break down somebody's house, it could be his house or driveway. He fixing the car or whatever. The car is not moving, so it's not a traffic stop. He wasn't stopped, but
yeah,
he was asked. Everybody was asked for ID, which they complied. Gave the ID, and the officer got I guess upset with him because he was saying that he knew the laws. He was like, well, you can't really be asking me for ID because it's not a traffic stop, but I'm gonna give you my ID anyway. You know what I'm saying? To comply, yeah. But you out of pocket. I mean, that's just like if you were sitting in front of your crib, or I came by your house and my car had a flat tire. We in front of the house fixing it, and the cops roll by and just pull up behind us and like, hey, let me get your ID. You like, well, damn, we just changing the tire. What the fuck, So whatever. I guess she didn't like his answer. I actually did watch the full video. The young man, the brother, had did a video. He had an interview, and I was kind of mad about his interview. I ain't gonna lie. He let me down in the interview. He was kind of off code in this video, in his interview. I'm sorry, because they asked him, did he feel it was a racial thing, and he said he didn't know.
Oh, he was scared.
He said, I don't know if it was really. No, well, he said he wasn't scared. Talk before that interview. He said he was shook up by the incident. He did say that. However, he said he didn't know how to process it. But when they asked him, do you think race was involved, was one of the reasons why she messed with y'all? He said, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like trauma to me.
And that's one of the things I want to talk about. Now, she got you on the hood of a car, tasing your ass.
In the kidneys?
And, yeah. And tasing the hell out your ass. And you, like you said, he said, this is what he said in the interview, allegedly. He said this in the interview. He said, well, we was just changing the tire. So you sitting there saying we was just changing the tire. You get hemmed up by the police like this, and you don't think it's racial?
You
don't think that if you
a traumatic experience to me
probably have been, you don't think? Yeah. Well, trauma. I mean, it's a traumatic experience, but that don't negate what's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you're in a traumatic experience and somebody say, "Hey, did the killer? You think the murderer was really trying to kill you?" And you just like, "Yeah, the motherfucker." I'm like,
I
"Yeah,
don't
I'm
know, man.
traumatized by this shit. Hell yeah, he was trying to kill my ass." You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it took Cassie 30. It took
You
Cassie
know,
20 years to come clean about her shit because he was traumatized.
well, that's sexual traumatization. This is a grown ass man.
Hey, man, trauma
You
is
know,
trauma, man. I'm
um,
just saying.
I mean, but
I would call that
yeah,
more
trauma.
terrified than off cold. That's just my opinion, though.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not gonna say it's terrorized because he's a gun owner for one. You ain't too scared. You a gun owner. For two, your ass talked back to the police, so you wasn't scared. So that scared shit don't mean nothing. Because if he was scared like that, if he was so threatened by the police, he would have did everything. He would have been on the hood getting tased. You get what I'm
Okay,
saying? Now I'm not
I
agreeing.
changed my answer. I changed my answer to buck broken. That's what
No,
my
no, no.
answer
You keep your answer, but no, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just no, no. Keep no. You okay? Keep your answer. I'm just saying why I'm giving my answer is because I feel like and you too. You may have not watched the interview. So in the interview, I'm just saying you could see a level that he was traumatized. You're right about that part. That it shook him up. But the thing I'm saying that I've been in situations that were racial and I was traumatized, but that didn't stop me from telling you who the fuck did what they did to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I was a kid. This is a fucking grown man with a motherfucking gun. I was a kid with no weapon, but yet and still, my testicles is bigger than his at fucking 12 years old, and you 23, 24, 25. So you telling me I got bigger nuts than you at 12 years old, even though I'm traumatized. A bunch of skinheads jumped out on me and my little, at the time, my little Mexican homeboy. Because we had, yeah, we went to the same school. We walked home. Hey, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you going this way? Yeah, I'm going this way. We both rolling. And they got out and called me all kind of N words and called him spick. Now he was frozen. He didn't know what to do. He looking scared as hell. I picked up a rock and threw it at their fucking car, and they sped off. Now, after the fact, when somebody said, "Hey," when I went home and told my parents about it and my grandmother, uncles, whatever, "Hey, this happened to us." If somebody would have said, "Hey, do you think they did that because you was black, little man?" I would have said, "Yeah, they did it because that's what they said. They called me the N-word." As a kid, I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they called me niggas. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't have been like, well, I don't know if they were racist. Dude, what I'm saying is
on the
this:
buck broken
we have a
side.
lot of brothers and sisters. I'm just saying that's where I'm going. I'm just saying in our society, we got a lot of weak ass niggas out here. For real. Let me say it just like that. We got a lot of weak ass niggas out here, weak ass brother or weak ass brothers. Let me clean it up. We got a lot of weak ass men that can get knocked up, can have racism thrown right in their fucking face, in their teeth. And then when somebody sit up here and say, "Hey, do you believe this was a racist?" And you sit up there and say, "I don't fucking know." Now think about this. He said he had his little brother with him. The person who was recording him was his little brother. Now you got a little brother, and I don't know the brother, and God bless him and everything. I'm glad the brother made it, but I'm just saying this to me was some weak ass shit, bro. I'm just saying, that's weak, dude. You got a little brother. Your little brother is sitting there recording you getting fucked up by the police on camera. You getting tased. She calling you all kind of bitch ass motherfuckers. And you do an interview, and you live in the, and this is the fucking South. You know goddamn well she did that because your ass was fucking black, and you don't have the balls enough to fucking say it. I don't give a fuck how scared you is. He talking about, now this is what he said. The county that it happened in, he was going to get his little brother, and he said they asked him would he go back to that county. He said, "No, I'm gonna stay away from that county. I could get that. That's traumatized." You see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna stay away from that motherfucker. I'm not going down there. That's traumatized. Bitch ass nigga is, I don't know if it was racist or not. Weak ass, coward ass motherfucker is I don't know if it was racist or not. That's not traumatized to me, bro. To me, I'm just saying to me, that's not traumatized. Traumatized is I'm not taking my ass down there no more. Hell no, I got hemmed up last time. That's traumatized.
She probably fried his balls with the taser. Fried his balls off.
Fried his balls to cowardice. That's cowardice saying I don't know if it was racial. That's like the family of the brother who was killed in remember the white cop lady killed him in Houston eating ice cream. Remember when they was stroking and hugging her in court and Botham James. Remember
yeah, when the family forgave her and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So they basically did the same thing. Their family members sat there and died at the hands of somebody over some racial shit. Really, even though he, right. But y'all sitting there hugging her. So that's almost just like saying, "Hey, do you think that was a racial incident?" I don't know. Well, think about this. Let me ask you this, Swag. For him, if you could answer for him, what more could he have endured to make him believe, yeah, this is a fucking racial incident? Besides,
death,
we
really
three niggas
know,
on the side of the road changing the tire. Hey,
I know she's sitting there frying his gizzards and shit.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, I'm not one to say. I'm not one to say.
Look at his face.
I'm not going to look at his face. Look at her face. And remember, they was talking about in the article that he said, look, this is what he said. This is what he said in the interview. They asked him this. They said, by the video, it looks like she enjoyed it. Do you believe she enjoyed doing that to you? And he said, yeah, she did seem like she enjoyed it. Now, you ain't traumatized if you could say that. And then the next question is, do you think it was racially motivated? Well, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? He himself said, yeah, she seemed like she was enjoying doing this shit to me. Then the next question, do you think it was racially motivated? I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir, boss. Like, you come with some backwoods.
A little gag check, like, don't say nothing.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just something strange about that, man. Like, I mean.
Yeah, like, she seemed like she enjoyed it. You said, so do you think it was race related? I don't know. I don't.
Right. Exactly. Because it's like this. And think about this. The interviewer also brought this up, Swag. They brought up the fact that the officer had prior complaints for doing things like this to people who look like me and you. And when they told him that, they said, have you ever heard locally of her? No, they said, have you ever heard locally from, like, your neighbors and friends that this is the kind of officer to stay away from, or she's had bad incidents? And he said, yeah, I've heard about her before. Yeah. So think about this. You heard about her in the streets. People talked about her. That's what. And you know what? So maybe you're right, Swag. Maybe allegedly, maybe he threatened, maybe he's scared, maybe he really is scared. Maybe they got something on him. Because look, this is the thing he got charged for. They charged him for having possession of fentanyl, and he said he didn't have any fentanyl on him. They charged him for having a handgun on him, and he was a licensed handgun owner. He had his papers with the handgun. So they couldn't get him on that. They had to drop them charges. Those were the two original charges he got charged with. She put false charges on this motherfucker. She said, I think a felon with a gun, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly felon with a gun in distribution of fentanyl, which the gun was legal and they never found no fentanyl. They said, do you believe that if your brother didn't record this video, you would still be in jail? And he said, yeah, I'll still be in jail. So that's what I'm saying, dude. He let me down. Brother, you let me down when you came with that. It's not a racial incident shit. I mean, look at her head. She's a white. You look at how big her motherfucking head is, man. Big, ugly ass. You know what I'm saying?
And she like Herman Munster.
I mean, straight up, man. You could tell she looked like she was enjoying it, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like, all I'm
Yeah,
saying
she
is
got
this. There's times, this is what I'm saying, y'all. I'm not saying I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, guerrilla warfare with the shit my damn self. But what I'm saying like this, there are times in your life where you're gonna have to stand up, man, and not be scared. You know what I'm saying? There's times you're gonna be scared and fail. But there's times in your life when you're gonna have to be like, man, I can't be no punk ass bitch, man. I gotta speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? I gotta speak the truth, man. God to protect me. You know what I'm saying? The man upstairs to protect me. I gotta speak the truth. And this is one of those times, and he got a little brother. This is one of those times he should have showed some courage, man, and say, you know what? Yes, I believe it's racially motivated because I believe if we was three white dudes with blonde hair changing the tire on the side of the road, she probably would have just rolled past. And she's had incidents, you know what I'm saying? He should have said, and she's had
probably would have
incidents.
got on their helmets.
Right. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not, I can't speak for that brother. Like I said, I can't. Hey, he could be just scared, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a kid, he's younger than me. But I'm just saying this, my brother. If you get another interview, I would wish, I would hope that you would have the courage, you know what I'm saying, to speak the truth. And you know damn well that was racially motivated. I mean, she tased your ass with handcuffs on. So I mean, people were saying, "Oh, well, he was so much bigger than her. He's so much stronger. It's three of them, so maybe that's why she had to do it." I don't believe that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, he was complying. If you saw the video, he was complying. I should have played the video, but I didn't have that loaded, y'all. Technical difficulties, but he was complying because he was saying, "Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am." The interviewer said, like, he even said it. He was like, I was saying yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am. I was complying and saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, through the whole thing. See, that's another thing, y'all. Sometimes, even when I've told my kids this, even when you being on your best behavior and saying yes, ma'am, no, that don't mean they ain't gonna be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that don't mean shit. Just like the old adage, hey man, you know what? If y'all pull up y'all pants, then the police will respect y'all. Because if you think about this, when you go back to the 60s, our ancestors had whole suit, three-piece suits on, clean as hell with hats and stuff, and they were still getting their ass whooped by the police. Am I right or wrong?
Exactly right.
Clean as casket ready. Them motherfuckers, they was casket ready and still
casket clean.
casket clean and still getting their ass. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it don't matter. It ain't gonna matter what you got on. It ain't gonna matter how you talk. It don't gonna matter how you present yourself. You can say, "Hey, how you doing, officer? My name is such." They don't give a fuck because if they already got in their head, if they see red when they see your black ass, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the only thing, man. I wish that brother would have stood on business, as the young people say, and I wish he would have stood on business and say, "Yes, I do believe this is racially motivated, man, because she had no right to do what she did to us. And if we was blonde hair and blue eyed, I'm sure she probably would have gave us an Uber or gave us a lift and shit.
I have a confession. I got a confession. I got jacked up by a county brownie one time, and I was too scared to say anything. That's the only reason why I even threw him some bail, man. No joke.
He said he's scared to say. Hey, look,
I've never reported him.
Hey, I look. I'm gonna throw you a lifeline. You want to get interviewed though.
It was my first real incident though. Like my first black experience outside the family.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but see, I mean, you can be scared. This stuff happening, but the difference is that you didn't have a microphone and the interviewer in your face asking you, "Hey, Michael, do you believe that cop was, he did whoop your ass?" Did he say did he feel like it was a little like he was a little happy to do his job when it came to you? And you probably were like, "Yeah, he did seem a little happier to do it." He seemed to enjoy himself. You know what I'm saying? he seemed to love twirling the baton, looking at girls. Um, and we're gonna dip back into sports, man, and end this one quick here. Your girl Malika Andrews was in the news. She been getting, oh man, she been getting it, man. And Josh Giddey incident. She was announced at the in season tournament with the Lakers was just playing, and she got booed. Everybody was booing. Her ass got booed because a lot of people are hip to the fact or are awoke to the fact that when Ja Morant, flashed the gun on social media, got hit with a 25-game suspension, everybody was vocal. Everybody had something to say about it. They were saying he needs help. He needs to go to counseling. We even was talking about it. We're not talking against Brother Ja, but we was talking for him, saying, maybe his father need to get more involved in everything. But I'm saying the mainstream media, they was kind of crucifying him. They was saying, oh, well, he need to be out the league. He need to, you know what I'm saying? And Malika Andrews was leading the charge, you know what I'm saying, as one of the commentators or reporters allegedly that was leading the charge talking about this incident. But it's funny that Josh Giddey, who looks kind of like her husband, gets into an incident he has some inappropriate conduct with a minor allegations.
You gotta fly
and
the
he's still
right here.
And he's still playing. And he's still playing. So yeah, like I said, inappropriate. He's got hit with some charges. They're basically the NBA is investigating as well as law enforcement in his inappropriate conduct with the minor allegations. And the funny thing about this is that he's still playing. So when he's been going to arenas, every time they announce his name, he be getting booed. People have been booing him and everything. So this is funny that everybody was hard on Ja. Josh flashed the gun. He was in the strip club. He was getting it like this, you know what I'm saying, in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Had his body, and it was after the game. They had just got a loss, so he was celebrating in the loss. People didn't like that, but maybe he just did that to get the loss off his mind. Shit,
he's trying to get away from.
He flashed. Yeah, and then remember he got caught with his friends in the car. Another incident happened where remember they had the gun again. His friend like, damn, I just got caught with that. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? So he didn't think about this. He didn't kill nobody. They say he's legally licensed to carry. I believe, allegedly, he's legally licensed to carry. He didn't kill nobody. He didn't shoot nobody. It was a bad decision since he's a role model to younger kids for him flashing a gun on social media. So in the court of public opinion, he was wrong for doing that. You know what I'm saying? But legally, he didn't do nothing wrong. Flash a gun, you know what I'm saying, on social media. There's no law against that. Josh Giddey, who looked like the clouds that's down below the screen, who the same color as them clouds that you see. He do some R. Kelly. No, I ain't going to say no R. Kelly shit. I'm going to say some Buddy Holly. Not Buddy Holly. What's the other dude? Great Balls of Fire. He did some Great Balls of Fire shit. And he still gets to play. He got, those kind of allegations, and he ain't get suspended. The league ain't suspended him yet. The league ain't not Chuck Berry's a white dude. Great Balls of Fire.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin and shit. Underage cousin at that. So he did some shit like that. He still gets to play. So, and think about this. Let's talk about some incidents in sports. Ray Rice, Dex's wife, unfortunately, and he's never able to play in the league again. So you telling me if you get allegations with underage? No. So you telling me you get allegations of inappropriate conduct with a minor and you still get to play? You don't get no suspension. They don't suspend you while they're investigating. Like, you know what? We're gonna apply a little. Well, you take a break. You go on a little hiatus while we investigate this. You're not suspended, but we're gonna keep you. You know what I'm saying? It's best for us, the league, and the look of the league, to have you sidelined while we get through these allegations. That's what they would normally do. They did that to Ja, didn't they? Because when the shit came out with the piece, he showed didn't play no ball, did he?
They hit him with the uppity tax.
Because see, the 25 game suspension that was this year. Remember last year when it happened? What did he get, like 15 games,
Like the
or
last
some shit like that? It was like what?
nine.
Right. Until they figure out what was going on. So why is Josh Giddey still able to play? I want to know, why is he still able to play? And why is Malika Andrews not saying nothing about it? Just because he looked like a husband, you know what I'm saying? He's the same color as her husband. And I don't. I mean, hey, once again, me. I'm not. I don't knock the interracial thing, but I'm just saying, what steams me up is when somebody is married to somebody who's when somebody's married to somebody who's not a part of the culture, but then you talk shit about the culture. See, that's where you go wrong at. You can't be married to somebody outside the culture and then you sitting back talking big shit. That don't work. So now Malika Andrews, every time they announced her name when they was at the Mainescenes tournament, she got booed. Them people booed her ass. So she's off code like a motherfucker. We know that. She been off code, She seems to be a hater of black men, because usually when a black man do something, she the first person to say some shit. Her, Jamel Hill, allegedly too. You know what I'm saying? They as soon as a brother do something, well, he did this and that. Hey, Josh Giddey was messing with allegedly a 17-year-old, 16-year-old. We won't talk about that. Let's talk about something else. LeBron. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do that shit. That's how she do that. You know what I'm saying? So once again, hey, tinfoil do-rag time. I just think that she's doing what her paymasters tell her to do. Just like your boy Stephen A. Sometimes he do what the paymasters, they do what the paymaster. Well, I know I'm gonna take that back. With her, I don't think she's doing what the paymasters tell her to do. I think she's been indoctrinated. I mean, she's married to
she
a
on the
zaddy.
Candace Owens side of the game.
Yes. She's on the Candace Owens side of the game. She's not even really part of black culture at all.
Yeah. She's bought in too. You can tell.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts about that, man? Now, do you see it like that? Do you see it like I see it? I see it like I'm a clean and simple. Black dude flashes gun on social media, suspended. White dude, inappropriate conduct allegations, gets to keep playing. That's how I see it. What's your thoughts?
Well, man, yeah, I see it like you do. That shit ain't cool, but honestly, the astounding part to me is how they're covering it in the news, how they're giving him so much grace, where one of us can do less than anything, and then we get our names dragged through the mud, kind of like the same thing with the Von Miller that happened at the same time, and then Stephen A. Was on the air trying to reprimand and chastise Von Miller, talking about don't put your hands on women, and then it comes out that that's not even what went down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then he called Dana White his friend. Dana White slapped the shit out of his wife in the casino and brought, all cameras to see. And he didn't say not one damn bad thing.
Hell yeah, because he got the red light on. He got the red light on Gideon White, so he couldn't do it, even if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy. I want to go back to what you brought up before. Yeah, you were saying right. You said Von Miller, he got into an incident. They jump on that. You know what's crazy? If Jason Tatum would have had these inappropriate conduct with a minor allegations, how much you would have bet that would have been all over it? How much you would have bet they would be talking about that nonstop?
Then they had him strung up in Town Square, just waiting to see what happened.
Or if or if Kevin Durant did that, he'd be suspended right now. Or if you can name any black NBA star, Kevin Durant.
They
You could
could,
even
they
name a
could be
non-NBA
mixed. It
brother,
could be
and
one of the ball
Giannis.
boys, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And the minute it goes Josh Giddey, and some people say, well, he's not that big of a star. Yes, he is, because he's a big star in that in the fact that there aren't a lot of white players in the league that are really good. So he's in that
That can
vein of
drop 30
Luca.
on you.
He's in that vein of Chet Holmgren. You know what I'm saying? Reeves for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? The little white dudes who could ball, who got some really good skills. You know what I'm saying? Because he's talented. I give him that. He can play ball. But the thing is that you notice, like, let's just keep it on his team. Let's keep it on his team, Swag. If it was Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, you telling me Malika Andrews wouldn't be talking about it?
Nigga, they'd have been
If
taking
it
his
was
ass to
SGA, you think he'll still be playing? If it was SGA, you think he'll still be, even though he a Canadian brother, you still think he'll be playing?
Hey, man, and even circling back to Ja Morant, remember Chris Kaman, the big center? He did Christmas cards with every gun in his collection and passed them out every year. No sanctions.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you can
And
look that up
passed
on
them out,
Google.
huh?
Christmas cards.
And then Ja
Remember
do it,
Chris
he gets
Kaman?
suspended. Yeah, I remember Chris Kaman.
So I mean, it's not even like it was
Ja do it.
unprecedented what he was doing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So in the court of public opinion, even, what's a worse charge? Flashing a gun on social media, or being caught up with a 16-year-old? You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody would definitely be like, yeah, getting caught up with a kid would be more fucked up than being a legal gun owner and flashing your gun on social media. You know what I'm saying?
I would say being a
I
tester
definitely would rather.
is behavior detrimental to the league, way more detrimental.
Yeah, definitely, and detrimental to charges. Like, you can't get charged for flashing a gun on social media. Technically, that's not a. It's not a. It's you didn't break. It's not a. It ain't breaking the law doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of guns they be showing on YouTube, and Black Rambo, your boy Black Rambo with the guns, and everybody also do, with their guns and showing everything. So it technically is not a. You're not breaking the law. So think about this: he's suspended for 25 games for a law that can't get him in jail, but Josh Giddey is still playing for allegedly breaking the law that could land him in jail. Let that sink in. Now, please, y'all, leave your thoughts and comments below. We're gonna end this one right
Just like and
here.
subscribe.
Weekend Hot Podcast. We coming back at you. Yeah, hit like and subscribe. I'm gonna wear my Mike Check shirt and stuff. I left Swag hanging, but he's still representing, because he doing still his thing anyway. So you know what I'm saying.
Keep hope alive.
But yeah, definitely hit like and subscribe. We're gonna be back. You know what? We're gonna be back at y'all. We're gonna do another one coming up real soon, man, because it's getting close to the holidays. So we're definitely gonna do another one real soon, because there's a lot of news to catch up on. I need to cover everything I really need to get into, but
yeah,
we're gonna be back at you at the normal time on the weekend. Like I say, life is happening. I know y'all busy in y'all home lives dealing with the holidays and things. So just sit tight, be patient with us. We're gonna get this thing back right. Don't forget, like I said, hit that like and subscribe. Once again, condolences to my family out there. Rest in heaven, my cousin, my mother's first cousin, Latrice Ford. We love you and the family. If y'all see this episode, love y'all, man. All my cousins, Keelan, Kevon, Kevan, and the rest of the kids. Some of y'all, for some of y'all, I don't know, because I didn't grow up with y'all. I'm older, so I know Keelan and Kevan, them guys I know coming up, that know me. But she has more children that are younger that I don't know as much, but them still my cousins, and I love y'all too. So don't be mad at me. All right, y'all. We're gonna be out of here, man. And
Peace.
shout out to my man Swag's family too. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong, everybody. Love y'all. We out. Weekend high. Peace.